So, Marvel Comics doing the best they can to try to turn off potential customers. This is an older article, but the actual comic book that I'm going to talk about here for a second came out Wednesday. It was announced in July. It came out yesterday. I think that's enough time to make a comic like this for the mainstream. And as you can see here, all of the characters in the book are Latino, because it's a Marvel Voices book. Marvel Voices books focus on identity. Now, the thing that I found funny about this book is this is the actual cover, and on it they say Latino and Latinx superheroes. I found that interesting because I was thinking when I saw it, are these two different groups now? Because I'm pretty sure Latinx is supposed to be the new phrase that woke white people like to use. And I say that because actual Latinos find it offensive as hell. I've done several videos on this, but yet people still keep using it. And it's just baffling to me. There's so much data that shows that Latino people hate the term Latinx. They find it incredibly offensive, as they probably find people trying to change or assume that their language needs fixing offensive. Here's from The Atlantic. Can hashtag MeToo fix Spain's language problem? Masculine, feminist, or neutral? The language battle that has split Spain. It hasn't split Spain, by the way. Plenty out there to show that like only 3% of Latino or Hispanic people identify as Latinx. That's a very, very small portion of the actual population. So it hasn't split Spain. I think this is probably an older article. Yeah, 1 year old, more than 1 year old. I just wanted to pull up some articles to show you what's been going on. I've done plenty of videos on this. Spanish, a gender language seeking to be more inclusive, right? It's not. It's not seeking to be more inclusive. The only people that are trying to change it are woke white people. Woke white people want to change Spanish to be more inclusive, which is impossible. I believe that you'd have to destroy the whole language. I don't speak Spanish, but I do understand what's going on here. And I do understand from speaking to people that are Spanish that you'd have to destroy the entire language to make it more inclusive. Poll of Hispanic voters finds only 2% identify as Latinx. Large portion offended by term. This isn't new. And this was published December 6th, 2021. There's a reason that I've got this pulled up. I want to come back to this in a second. But to tie this in with the mainstream, 2% identify as Latinx. There's been this big push. And this might have gone down because actually I did a video on this a while ago. And it went up from like 2% to 3%, and that was over like a 1 year difference. It's not catching on, but yet they keep pushing this Latinx thing, and I'm just baffled by it because all of the data shows, like I said before, that people hate this term. The only people that like using it, woke white people and politicians and rich elite. They like doing it, and it's because it's more so about a control thing. And it's just funny to me. This is going to backfire in a lot of ways, but tying it back to Marvel real quick, this is why I found it interesting that it was on the cover of the comic. It was about right here. They have some words. They say Marvel's Latino and Latinx heroes. And I'm like, why are you using both? You know, it's the same people. You're using the normal term that everybody that identifies as being Latino likes using, and then you're also using Latinx, which they absolutely hate. And that's just not me. That's not just me saying that. Like I said, there's a lot out there that proves they hate it. In this poll, a majority, 57% of poll respondents, said that the term Latinx didn't bother or offend them, but a sizable portion said the opposite. 40% said the term bothers or offends them, with half of those saying the term offends them a lot. And I think that that's interesting, interesting stuff here. And as it says in here in this Political article that I'm going to show you some stuff on, the numbers suggest that using Latinx is a violation of the political Hippocratic Oath, which is to first do no electoral harm, said Amandi in an interview with Politico. Why are we using a word that is preferred by only 2% but offends as many as 40% of those voters we want to win? Indeed. Like, this woke shit is getting so out of hand that it's damaging, like, actual political ambitions. The thing that I saw this trending on Twitter the other day, and this is what got me really interested this is what got me really interested in this, in that 30%, I believe, or 40% of Latinos said they would never support someone. Here it is right here. More problematic for Democrats. 40% said Latinx bothers or offends them to some degree, and 30% said they would be less likely to support a politician or organization that uses the term. So 30% of Latino voters and consumers, because it doesn't just say politician, it also says organization. That's pretty damaging, because Latinos are, at least in North America, especially in America, are a large population, due to become the largest. And you're using a term that they absolutely hate over and over again. This is Marvel doing it just here on Wednesday. Do you think that 40% is going to buy your book? Not likely. But they keep using it. And now you have this. I see Democratic politicians using Latinx all the time. And it's like, why would you do this? Like, it's all out there. Like, this isn't a hidden thing. Only 2% identify as it. And what's really interesting about this is 40% say that it bothers or offends them. Like, that's crazy that it's still being used at all. It might be time to rethink your woke, your woke approach to using this. I don't know. Interesting stuff that I wanted to talk about. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.